Welcome everybody to our Wednesday stream, where we play Dungeons and Dragons. Continuing our Curse of Strahd series. Last we left off was like 2-3 weeks ago, and my memory's a little fuzzy, but if memory serves. Our party is currently at the Vistani camp, where they had just finished talking with Madame Eva, asking some questions, trying to figure out some things about the quote-unquote seeds that they have for the Wizards of Winery, trying to find the elusive third one, but having no luck so far. So we will pick it up from there. You guys had just finished a long rest, sticking with the Vistani. The day is yours. What is it that you wish to do?
Madam Eva didn't know shit, right?
No, yeah, she did. She's I think she said that she pays no mind with the wizards, whatever their affairs are. She doesn't do that, and her sight doesn't really go as far as like telling you exactly where it is.
I wake up, look around at the group, and say, "Well, we got 2 out of 3, and maybe they're they have some sort of information that they're not sharing with us, the Wizards of the Wine, when we initially did our trip. Maybe it would be good to go back and reinvestigate."
Yeah. I mean, worst case, we get 2/3 of our reward.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Plus, like, we could spin it. It's just like product scarcity, right? They could jack up the price of wine now because there's only 2/3 of it to go around.
Makes sense.
Plus, it's the kindness that's the point, not necessarily a reward. We're just doing them a kindness.
No, it's a reward.
It's definitely a reward.
Yeah, are you crazy?
I guess. All right, let's head over there.
I spin around really fast, and we gotta stop on my eagle.
Oh wait, are we still checking out Barovia? Seeing if it's maybe there
yeah.
while we're here?
That's a good point. Yeah, we should pop.
Yeah, we're close to Barovia.
Relatively.
I mean, if it wasn't for the pod,
yeah.
I'd probably see it.
Maybe we could do the radar thing. I fly over low within 1,000 feet, and you try to
locate object.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. Save us the trouble of landing. Let me make sure.
Last time we were there, we went door to door, got nothing done.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have locate object prepared. We can swing by.
Fantastic.
How long of a flight is that, DM?
About 3/4 of a day.
3/4 of a day. Okay.
I'm assuming we do those kids that we dropped off with Arena, what they look like.
Oh, well, didn't they say that their parents sold them for pies?
Yeah, that's the point. I want to see if I see any adults in town that look similar.
Ah. Maybe some of those doors.
Kids.
Maybe some of those doors we knocked on that didn't get answered. They're just people in a catatonic state in there, just fucking tripping.
And just tripping.
You never know.
Out of his mind on pies.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading to Barovia proper, right?
Correct.
All right. So you go ahead and bamf up into the sky, load it up like you guys are. I'd say probably just be like one stop. Should be fine. Whoever wants to do rollies, you may do some rollies.
It's been a few weeks since I rolled a die.
Oh my god,
Ah,
that's
nice.
funny.
5.
16.
18.
20 it is.
Okay, hold on.
You stood all my luck on one roll, I swear.
What new accessory is Robert going to be wearing?
I never respect the pinky up, by the way, Jonathan. I saw.
Hold on. Bring up the
Now that's what I call class.
thing here. Go. All right. Go ahead and roll D100 percentile.
42.
42. What is that? Hold on. There's a word I don't know.
Sounded out.
Oh, one of those. Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. So you guys land. You guys are a little bit out ways from town. Robert, let's say, okay, yeah. You guys are camping out for a little bit so Falco can regenerate. Out of the corner of your eye, you see kind of like a mound of like soft dirt, and then like kind of something sticking out of it. Looks like a corner of a case.
Pull it out of the dirt.
Okay. You go over, you yank it out of the dirt, and it is a case. It's thin, kind of like a display box, and it has a glass kind of viewing area on it. And inside is a number of moths that are kind of pinned to it, kind of like one of those bug displays. And these moths have interesting designs on their wings. A lot of the like their wings look like they have like skull-like patterns on their wings.
How big is the case?
It's not very big. I'd say it's maybe like 1.5 feet by like depth wise, and then like maybe 3 feet wide. Or not 3 feet. I'd say like 1 foot wide. So it's small enough. It's enough to have like maybe 4 or 5 like decently sized moths in there and pinned in display.
I take it over to Falco because I know he knows nature. So I don't know
That'll last
shit.
months.
I know wood. So I'm like, hey Falco, do you know what these are? These look pretty cool.
Falco.
Yes, 100%.
Identify some moths for me.
Identify some moss. All right, got it. Is that a nature check?
Yeah, you can do a nature check.
Okay. Survival would definitely be better, but I could do a nature. 3.
3.
No idea.
They just look like moths. I mean, you don't really know too much about insects. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool.
Have one of these?
Yeah, you can have them all.
Oh, hey.
If they turn out to be useful, though, remember, it was me. He gave them.
Hey, I'll cut you off a piece of the pie.
All right. You guys go ahead and travel the rest of the way. You land outside of Barovia. It's just about hit evening, so I'd say it's about maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock. So you still have a little bit of quote unquote daylight left. But what is it you wish to do here?
While we're walking around, I remember like last session I found like that figurine with the keyhole in the back, and then earlier a bunch of keys.
Yep.
Ignoring that, at the top of my like inventory is a mysterious lock I must have found a long time ago. I want to try the keys on that.
How many mysterious locks do you have?
Apparently several. I'll come back to the figurine later. Just while we're wandering around, just trying keys.
Sure. Let me read.
That was so long ago. I hope you remember what the lock is. Because I
I'm trying to remember too.
Hey, DM, just random question. I know we
Yes.
fought a bunch of direwolves in the beginning, but have we seen any since, like roaming the woods or just kind of like being out in
It
the world?
updated
They kind of
right
just
before
holler
we
around?
started.
A lot of the wolves that you've seen or like came in contact with are kind of like have been like a cross between regular wolves and dire wolves. If anything, some of them you can be considered like small dire wolves. You haven't seen any like really large ones or anything particularly nasty since you guys been kind of outside of the deeper part of the woods and generally don't really travel around at night. So you've kind of limited your exposure to them.
Gotcha. Okay, so I want to turn into a small dire wolf. And I'm just kind of sniffing around, seeing if I catch the scent of a seed on the air.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I said everyone. They can still hear me. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
You're good.
Apparently everything's
All
frozen
right,
on
that would be a 20, 30.
here as well. What was the thing again?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I mean, you pick up faint sense of. I'm sorry. What were you trying to track?
Just seeing if I smell a seed on the air.
Oh, the seed. No.
Or potentially those people's parents.
Those kids' parents.
I mean, you
Yeah,
get the
smells similar.
you get the various sense of like of people and stuff like that. You didn't really get a good scent of the kids while you were with them, so it doesn't the sense memory doesn't really kick in that much. But as far as the seed goes, the seeds don't really have too much of a natural scent like of them. They're usually like borrowing the scent of whatever they were in, like of like wood or dirt and stuff like that. So you don't really track anything as far as the seed goes.
And I
I'll just follow along the group.
can I cast because I totally forgot that's why we came here. Can I cast locate object?
Sure.
Yeah, 1,000 feet. If and I say the seed if I can sense the seed within 1,000 feet.
Go ahead.
Okay, cast.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why Megan is still frozen on. I'm trying to find the.
You're not frozen in our game, or in the
Yeah, not on
Discord.
Discord. Do you have to go back
I
to
meant
Discord
on
and
OBS.
no, it doesn't. It's
Oh, there
strange.
she is. Okay, there we go.
Cool.
you do your ritual and you cast it out, and strangely enough, you still don't detect anything.
Fucking seed.
The only seeds that pop up in your range are the ones that are with you.
How big is Barovia? Like, did he get the whole town in one pass?
You said how? What was your range?
1,000 feet.
Oh yeah, it would have because you're just right outside of town. If you did like right outside of town, it would have gotten the whole town. The town of Barovia is not very big.
I have no idea what that seed is.
I mean, the only places we really haven't checked are like the lakes and the woods. Could be in the middle of that big ass lake.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Falco turn into a fish and swim around?
Good. But
Good.
are we close to a lake at all?
No.
No. The closest one that
Oh,
you were was the
yeah.
Sir Pools, near the Vistani camp.
I'll also cast just for shits and giggles. I'll also cast commune with nature. Take 10 minutes, speak to the spirits, and see if I can sense any seeds within 3 miles of me.
Nope, nothing.
All right. Any powerful celestials, faith fiends, elementals, or undead?
You do
Found that.
pick up senses of undead within the town of Barovia.
Yeah, we've seen some ghosts there.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah.
I was possessed by one.
It's like with your guys' experience with Barovia in general, a presence of undead isn't all that unusual.
Gotcha.
Yeah, didn't we run into that dude that had like his son in the basement because he was turning or something?
Oh yeah,
was,
and we tried to get him to let us kill it.
was that here in Barovia?
Yeah.
Should we should probably revisit that, right?
We should. We should see.
You know, yeah, maybe they're hiding the seed like way down in a cellar that's farther than 1,000 feet.
Or 3 miles.
Yeah, maybe his son is in a chamber that's like way down, and his son's just clutching a seed. It could be anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we did just walk away.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else we could probably do in town?
I think Barovia's got
That's
stuff
Strahd.
like Valaki. It's just
No. You could locate object again and try to find some pie. And then we could
Pie.
beat some people up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Okay, cool.
make our own side quest.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do that. I'm
Randall
going
keeps giving us
to
plot hooks, and we're just like, nah.
I'm going to
Just
use
burn the
locate
whole
object
town.
and try to find more of those witch pies.
All right, you go and you cast your spell, and surprisingly, you don't pick up any pies within Barovia.
I ate them all.
Yeah, you kind of estimate that people will consume these as soon as they get them.
Or they
How-
OD'd.
How often can you locate objects? How specific can you be? Can you look for like zonked out on pie people?
It has to be an object.
Yes.
Wait, describe or name. Yeah. It has to be an object.
Okay, but define object.
Well,
An object.
in D&D lore, a corpse is an object, but a living thing is not. So do with the fact that a corpse is an object what you will, because then anything that applies to an object applies to a corpse. There's spells. It doesn't matter.
Could they be high for so long, like 3 days, and they don't drink and die?
Yeah, probably.
Can your spell be used to find people who have died because of pies?
Okay, you know what? Let me. That might be too specific. If an object is in motion, object is familiar. Okay. Okay. Let me just do corpses, and we'll see how many corpses we find.
So
You think? Oh yeah, because there's probably like a graveyard or something. That's a good point.
I was just thinking because Barovia's kind of fucked, but yeah, there's probably a graveyard.
Okay. Um, pie corpse? Is that a thing? A pie corpse? A corpse with a pie in its stomach.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, how fast do they digest the pie? Because the pie's no longer there.
Hmm. It seems like a magical pie too, so I don't know. We'll workshop it. Let's let's something's happening. It's pure silence. And Chris stopped moving
Oh no.
in a less complimentary pose than Megan.
Yeah, you look schemy as hell.
Yeah, it looks like he's scheming.
Oh man, full criminal.
Yeah, fuck. If he had a mustache, he's stroking it.
I'm telling you. Jeez Louise. What opposite poses to be frozen? Like, Megan, yours could have been a profile pictures and his looks like a wanted poster.
Great.
Meanwhile, while you guys are talking about this, you see Falco like laid down hands, head on hands with those dog eyes, like just like, what are you doing? You know that those that like old dogs give you. Like, I'm giving that look.
The side eye.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in Barovia right now, or are we like on the outskirts?
No, you haven't entered Barovia. You're
Okay,
on
yeah.
the outside of town.
Yeah. Because I doubt they would take kindly to a fucking dire wolf entering their village when that's kind of their whole thing is of this whole place, right? Is killing dire wolves and eating them.
Yeah, usually most of the locally sourced meat are wolves.
Right.
You can try. Look around, find out.
That chart. You guys seen the meme of the chart?
No, I
It's
didn't.
got a graph chart. And it's like over here you see what happens. This is fuck around, and then down here you have find out. No, okay. Memes are never funny to explain, so trust me, it's funny.
Are we back online?
I mean, I think so.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear. I can see.
Mhm. Yeah.
So the question remains: what are we doing?
Checking out that dude's Empire Son. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I really think we should. We've got the sun sword. Maybe we could tell him that'll like purify his kid's spirit.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, I guess.
I mean, it will in a sense.
And is our plan to kill this young man? I believe it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he follows the sun god, so if you bring a sun sword, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's poetic. Is he pious or not?
All right. Well, you head head on over to the local church, and you're outside the gates, and you enter, I guess. Boo, 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 boo.
All right.
So you enter in the church here, and the church is still in the same state as it was when you first came. A lot of the pews are just wrecked and splintered. It's just scratch marks all over the walls and stuff. But Still in the main area there by the altar, you see what's his face?
Mhm.
Hey, man. Is your kid still messed up? We got a new guy with us, C over here, and he fixes messed up kids. That's kind of his thing. And I point to Carabar.
I think I was here when you. Was I here when you guys first showed up?
Yeah, because
No, I'm pretty sure that was Zerzer, right? Because that was before we went to the death house.
No,
Yeah.
Death
Was
House
that?
was your first.
Yeah, it
was your
was.
first route.
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah.
the Death House first, and then we met Arena and Ismark?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think we stopped at the church on the first time on the way out.
Okay.
I
Okay,
vaguely remember
that I
like talking shit about his god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
because first it was that you talked to Madame Eva, and then Madame Eva told you, "Hey, go check out the Death House." You guys went into the Death House. That's when Zuzer died, and then inside, I think, yeah, just as you exited out of the Death House is when you met up with Carabar.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he was with us last time, but he's better at it now.
Yes, I am much better. I think you should let us see your son.
Like, I do not wish for you to go down there. It's much too dangerous.
God, man, like I was possessed by a ghost, and our man Carabar here freed me. Like he could probably do the same for your kid.
Let me see your son, and the blessings of Saloon surely can cleanse him of this evil.
Make a persuasion check.
Me or both of us?
I'd say one of you roll with advantage.
Okay. What is your persuasion?
-1.
Okay, mine's +4, so I will guide myself. Come on, Betsy. Ugh. Plus my guidance. Oh, not bad. It's a 17.
17. You see, like, there's a hint of hesitation, like, on his face as he's, like, really considering what your intent is. But something about you, Carabar, I guess, causes, as long as you don't plan on hurting him.
Uh. Right.
He goes and he escorts you down to
Just
the
me?
Undercroft. Yes,
Or all of us?
just you.
Hmm.
Shit. Okay.
Oh God, are you about to lose your second character? Oh shit!
Okay, sure. All right. Saloon, Saloon's with me.
Metagaming a little. How's your spell slots after locating like 3 objects?
Well, locate object is only a second level, so I only use 2 of them. I still
Okay.
have 1 second level, and I still got fucked on the spell slots.
I don't know why I thought it was like 4th or something.
Right. I think, can you upcast it? No, it's just second level.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
You got it, Carabar.
Saloon is with me. Saloon guides my steps. Got this.
As you're like trotting
Can
down
I,
the
walk
stairs.
with-
Tail feathers.
Can I walk with him like a trusted a pet kind of thing?
Are you still a direwolf?
No, I haven't changed.
No.
I
So
feel like that might
like
change some interactions.
I believe like when you guys came, he understood what your abilities were. So I think he's
And we would have
under the
explained too. Like he's not a he's
under
he's
the
cool.
impression that you're in changed form.
He's a good boy.
But no. So he's very
Bite your
hesitant
hand.
about letting people go into the Undercroft.
Okay.
Other than like with Carabar being like, "Hey, I can help," because you can kind of see the desperation on his face, like he wants his son to be healed, but then again, he's also weary of quote unquote adventurers who just, may have ulterior motives.
Hmm.
So he said like he will allow you down, but he won't allow the whole group down.
Okay.
So
Sure.
do you still take that offer?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what's going on with this guy. And worst case scenario, these guys are strong as fuck. They can break their way down there and help me out. So it's fine. I think I have a message too. So I don't. Okay, it's fine. I can yell.
All right. So both you and Donovich head down. And it's a staircase. It's like half ladder, half staircase. So there's a small ladder that comes up to like a platform, and then staircase that leads the rest of the way down.
Mhm.
As far the church's undercroft has rough hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt shape in the far corner.
You said he's in a like a cell of some kind.
No, it's like this whole
Oh, the whole underground area is where
yeah,
he's kept,
it's
and
just
just
like
the hatch is locked.
one big is basically like the basement. And so the whole shape of the church is sitting on top of this. You see all the beams that are supporting this building, and it's just like just the only thing that you see is just one lone shape kind of huddling off in the corner.
And he was in a cage of some kind, but
No.
Cool. Saloon provides. See here. Does he? I speak to Donovich. Does he attack you, or are we at all safe down here?
He's become more aggressive lately. I haven't come down here just for safety's sake.
Sure. What was his name?
Who?
The son. What is your son's name, Donovich?
His name is Doru. Doru.
Doru. Okay. Um. Karabar clears his voice. Hello, Doru. Doru. My name is Karabar. I am a cleric of Saloon. I'm here to try to help you. How are you feeling?
You don't when you kind of speak out louder into the room, the shape kind of reflexes to the sound of a voice, and you see you kind of see with the faint light that kind of comes down that you see a pair of eyes, kind of like when light hits a cat's eyes just right and kind of they glow. You get that effect from this this figure, and it just kind of scurries a little bit more further away into a darker corner of the room and just watches you, but doesn't make a sound.
Doru, I'm going to approach. Doru, I mean you no harm. Again, I am a cleric of Saloon, and I'm here to attempt to help you. So hold still. And I'm going to he probably doesn't like light, but I would like to see yeah, this should be fine. I'll cast light, but on a stone behind me so that it does. How big is this underground area?
It's 60 by 40.
60 by 40. Okay. Yeah, so I'll cast light behind me so that it's 20 feet of bright light and then 20 feet of dim light, so he's in the dim light.
Got it. So yeah, you go ahead, you cast the light, and it the dim light just kind of barely comes up. Like he's in the far corner. He's still in the shadows, but even just the presence of additional light, you hear a hiss sound. Um, um, you give it a moment before you start kind of like going down the stairs, and as you start to enter the room proper, you hear his voice. He goes, "I can smell your blood."
That's probably not good. That's why I'm here. I'm here to attempt to cure you of this malady that has beset you. You're not well, my friend, and Saloon is going to cleanse you. So if you wouldn't mind perhaps standing and approaching with your hands up, ideally. I would like to do this of your own free will. I can coerce you magically, but I would like to have you do this of your own free will.
I bet it tastes delicious.
Probably. I mean, it's pretty good stuff, I'm sure. I take care of myself, so it's probably good stuff. But regardless, please stand and approach.
You kind of see him shuffling around in the dark areas, but he's not approaching.
Okay. All right. This is not going well. I am going to. What's the range on this? 30 feet. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get within 30 feet of him. And I'm, as long as he doesn't approach or do anything, I'm going to cast Bless on him.
Bless. And what is that?
And myself.
What exactly is that
They
going to
can
do?
bite you better.
I'm just going to try to give him some of Saloon's light. I just want to cast Bless on him, see how he reacts, and then if he's willing, I'm gonna get closer and do some other shit.
Okay. So you approach and get within 30 feet.
And cast Bless.
So you're kind of like in the center of this area. Donovish is kind of like waiting for you up the stairs by the hatch, just kind of keeping an eye over things. You go and you cast your spell, and you feel it take hold. But it, other than the obvious effects that blessed to do, it doesn't really seem to be doing much else.
Okay.
But you do see those that the pair of glowing eyes like lock onto you, and you can almost see like just a steady movement coming a little closer towards you.
Ready to yell out to my companions, I will say, all right, thank you for approaching me. I will also start to approach you, and I'm going to try to get in range of this fella within 5 feet. And yeah, when I get close enough, I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration on him.
All right. You get closer and closer, and the bounds of where that dim light of your spell back there kind of hit, like you can kind of see him like halts just at the cut line of that, but is close enough just to see that you can see more of his appearance, because right now all you saw was basically just a black shadow.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see a very gaunt and skin and bones of a person. But the skin is very pale, almost like bluish gray, and hands that are like very bony. Looks like someone basically who's been is very starved. But the glow of the eyes kind of like fade for a moment, and you get lock on the person's like real eyes, and you see a look of desperation. Like this person is not all there. Do you still approach?
Yes. Let me. If I still can, first I'm gonna be like, okay, you're looking pretty rough, so don't mind me. I'm just gonna take some precautions for myself, and I'm going to cast command on him, and I'm going to say, like, get down on all four, like grovel essentially is the command, but I'm gonna say, get down.
Okay. And that's a save, right?
It is a Wisdom 17 save.
Wisdom 17. Okay. Yeah, with the natural 1. You cast your spell, you feel it take hold, and instantly he goes and basically assumes the position.
Great. Okay. And I will run up to him, and I don't think I have any rope. I definitely don't have any rope. Nope, because I'm a priest. Okay, yeah, I'll run up to him, and one more spell, second level spell. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. You run up and even though he's under the effects of a charm spell, like something innate is trying coming over, and he's like hissing and hollering and stuff like that. But you get your spell and you bap it into him.
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna work because he's dead. He's an undead, and unless I destroy kill him and bring him back with Revivify, I don't think I can cure him as he is. I don't even know if Revivify would bring him back totally normal.
You feel like the energy flow through and try to purge whatever's in there, but a moment goes by and the spell dissipates, and he still remains what he is.
Well, command's gonna wear off, so I'm just running now at this point.
So knowing that, with the command spell just about wearing off as you head
Good
up,
help, sorry.
yeah, you go and you leave along with Donovich up the stairs and up the ladder, and then you close the latch, and a moment later you feel like the beating of the trap door as he tries to get himself up in there. You hear yelling and hissing, but a moment passes and it goes quiet.
Okay, am I back with everyone else now?
Yeah, you're back. Everyone else up on the first floor inside the church.
All right, guys, and Donovich. There's no help in this fella. So for the good of the land, and I apologize, Donovich, this kind of was always the plan. We're gonna have to put him down.
No, I will not let you.
Well, it's for the good of the land, and I have to do Saloon's work, and we gotta rid the land of these undeads, and I apologize, but gotta do what we gotta do.
I will not let you.
Are you gonna fight?
What if he asked his god if it was the right thing to do, and his god said yes? Would you listen to his god?
I would not let you.
Well,
In your head, you hear, "This is on you. You're leading this charge. What are you
okay.
gonna do?"
All right. I mean, we will do our best to not harm you, good sir. But I'm gonna go ahead and cast command again on him, and I'm gonna use flee, flee, and it's a wisdom 17.
All right.
By the name of Saloon, we gotta do what we gotta do. So you're gonna need to, get out of here.
What's the save?
17.
With an 18,
Damn
he
it.
saves. No, I will not let you go.
Well, then we'll have to knock him out. You guys wanna join me in some killing of a vampire and subduing his dad?
So we can practice for you. I think you should handle this one.
Practice for me. Okay. All right. Well, if initiative hasn't started, I'll cast command again. Get.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I said yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, this time he rolled a 9, and you see it take hold. Actually, let me double check his abilities real quick. Yeah, and he runs away.
Great. All right. While he's doing
chasing
that,
you the whole time. It's running
yeah.
backwards.
While he's doing that, I will walk over to the hatch. And so, is it kind of like the hatch in Evil Dead where you can lift it a little bit and still look under, or is it like completely sealed?
No, yeah, it's a trapdoor hatch. So there's a ring. You pull it up, and you can it's on a hinge, so you can open it as fully and.
Right, but I mean,
upraising.
with it being locked.
Oh, with it being locked, no. Like the latch is like part of the thing, so like it can't rise anymore than once it's like if it's locked.
And it's completely sealed. Like there's no window or anything that I can see through.
Nope. Yeah, and the only thing that you can see is
Trying
that
not to go back in there.
no, yeah, there's no like way that you can peer inside without opening the hatch.
Can one of you guys hold this hatch slightly open so that I can look into it? Preferably someone with some strength.
Does that really
The
seem?
dog just kind of looks at you.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of your thing, man. We could just leave him if you're scared to go back in.
I mean, it's for the benefit of all of us. If we open it all the way up, he's gonna come out here, and all you guys are gonna have to get involved with this anyway.
So, like, okay, but I'm trying to understand. I'm cool with killing him, but like, why do you want to kill him?
Because there doesn't appear to be a way for me at my current power level to cleanse him. So it's part of the sort of the purview of clerics to cleanse the land of the undead. It's kind of my whole reason for being here to fight Strahd in the first place.
Okay, then why are you trying to get us to do it if it's your job?
Well, I'm just asking for assistance. You don't have to. You can say no, but then I'll mark that on my internal list of help that you guys don't give me. Whenever it's time to bring you back up from the dead.
Karabar will remember that.
You sturdy piece of shit.
You don't have to help me. It's cool. I'll handle it. But all
The
right.
do-
It doesn't seem like there's
Falco sitting on a
any
bench
way.
in dog form.
Is the trapdoor locked, by the way? Like, do we even have a key for it?
It's like latch shut. It's not like it's
Okay.
like locked, like lock and key. It's just like there's like a sliding latch that kind of locks it in place, but you can easily open it.
Okay, is there any way that it's possible to try and pry it up just a little bit, like Karabar wants me to, without unlatching it? Or is that impossible?
Technically, yeah, but you don't know if like what the strength of this person is, if they can overpower you, or if even Karabar can see that far into it, even if he's at the hatch. There's a lot of variables.
They can't even get through a flimsy latch. You know, if you can't get through a latch, you can't get through strong Robert or strong leek or a strong ape. If you want to transform into a gorilla or something. The dog shakes its head. No. Okay, got it. Mark that on the list of things that Falco does not help Karabar with.
You can be like,
You hear in your head. Don't you remember I saved your life?
That's debatable.
No, it's not.
Hard and fast. Well,
You see the dog roll its eyes and then start slowly walking up towards you and just like gives you kind of like a curt head nod, like
what does that mean? I'm not sure. So you're not going to turn into a gorilla and
your
help me?
paw go out. I say in your head, I had two wild shapes. That was one. This is the second.
Oh, I see. So you can't. You literally can't. Okay. Falco or Leak? Want to get on the revive train or what? I'm not one to hold your lives over your head, but it's kind of in my hands.
Because that one time you got a ghost out.
you
Hey,
did do that. That's true.
and I've healed you like a lot.
Okay, but if we're gonna do this, can I like be poised like right at the trap door, like sword at the ready?
If
Like
everything goes
anything.
well with what I'm trying to do, there won't have to be any physical altercation at all. I'll
Yeah, but
just
I
tell you my
feel
plan,
like
just so there's full transparency. I
okay,
want it open
okay.
slightly, and I'm just going to cast daylight in there.
I just feel like that's putting a lot of faith in you and your abilities. So I want to be ready just in case.
Okay, I like the backup plan. Okay.
Yeah,
I give
I'll
you
do the
a
bench.
strong,
Okay.
respectful head nod.
Okay, cool. I think we have a plan here. Good teamwork.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the door, even though I can lift more than I weigh. So, like, how
Oh.
effectively can I hold something down?
Okay, wait. Maybe I should be on the door and you be poised with the sun sword.
I like that idea.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, I'll be on door duty.
This guy, he's probably back by now, right?
Yeah, that's true. It only lasts one round.
Last one, right?
Yeah, it's command.
So yeah, while you guys are arguing, you see fucking Donovich start running back. Don't go in there.
Damn it! What do I do? I have another command. I do. Okay. What?
We
One
call it
more.
radical closure.
One more command, and then let's do this. Wisdom 17. Flee.
Okay, he runs away again.
Yes. Okay. Quickly. We don't have much
Okay.
time.
6 seconds.
Okay. 6 seconds.
Ready.
Assuming that they are able to lift the latch without him coming bursting through.
Yeah, you lift the latch and stuff like that, and there's no movement. You assume that maybe he went back to his corner or something.
Okay. Great. I will sort of dip down so that I have an angle from where they're holding up the hatch. I will point to an area in the center of the room, and I will cast daylight.
Okay, and then what's the range on that?
It is a 60-foot by 60-foot sphere.
60 foot to 60 foot. Okay, so yeah,
Like,
that would encapsulate them.
60-foot sphere.
All right, so you bop it in there. Basically, it becomes daylight inside this area. You see the light filter through the cracks of the floorboards, and so it's like written light. And then yeah, you just hear a screaming sound that lasts about a minute before it becomes nothing.
I'll just hold it for the full hour, just to be certain that he's gone. I mean, well,
Well,
until
his dad is back.
Yeah.
Steps back 6 seconds later.
Yeah.
And so, but no, yeah, Donovich comes back and is just like on the floor weeping, and is a defeated person.
Really
Pat
sorry.
him on the head a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, if there was any other way, I assure you, I would have done it.
He doesn't speak to you.
Okay, let's go then.
Look, man, like
Done.
this one time, my uncle had bird flu. You know how it is, and we had to put him down. Like I get it, what you're going through. But this is for the best. You know, like quality of life is gone. He wasn't your son anymore.
It's gonna be bright down there for about an hour, so just ignore that.
Be sure to put on some block and wear some glasses.
Yeah. But then once it goes away, feel free to go down there and have a proper burial for your son, who wasn't your son anymore. He was a undead monstrosity.
You know, bring a broom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. He's probably dust.
So an urn then.
You get an urn. It was a cremation and a cleansing all in one. So
2 for 1 special.
2 for 1 special. Tell your
What
friends.
fee do you charge for that Kenner
No fee. This one's on the house. May Saloon be with you. All right. Chalk that one off the board of to-dos.
As I'm walking over, I put my paw on his shoulder and give him a head nod, and they keep on walking.
All right, great.
I hate how much like an afterthought this was. Like we were fully prepared to leave town. Oh yeah, let's murder that dude's son.
I mean, we did it.
That's one less undead monstrosity.
So the seed wasn't there.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah. He wasn't clutching the seed, right, Karabar?
I don't think so. He was pretty skinny. I probably would have seen it.
Is there anything else down there? Is there like a tub further down, or
I don't think so. It was just kind of like a basement. Like I think it was a dirt floor basement if I remember correctly, and he was just sort of cowering in there. Really bad fathering skills, really. I mean, that's a bad throw a bed or something. Yeah. No, there was nothing down there.
Did you
All right.
get a mattress down there in the time that the hatch was open? You know, it's like putting something down while something's coming out at the same time. That's difficult.
True. Yeah, he's probably having trouble.
wasn't feeding his kid? Like
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he could have like poked himself in the arm and dripped something down there. The kid was starving. We did him a favor, honestly. Well, I feel
So
Is
good
there
about
like
myself.
a-
we need to-
What is it with like people in the village of Barovia and child neglect? I mean, this dude starving his kid. The other ones sold their kids for pies.
Right. Yeah. Bad parenting.
Yeah, all around.
on a positive note, you know, Strahd's probably weak to sunlight. We know that now.
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Yep. Had a hunch.
They confirmed.
Hmm.
We could have experimented on him, but that would be kind of fucked up.
Right. Yeah. Poked him with like wooden stakes, and seen how it affected him.
Yeah, I was thinking about hitting him with the tidal wave, but I was like, nah,
Right.
too much.
Well, shall we head to the Wizards of Wine tomorrow? Get a good night's rest and head to the Wizards of Wine.
Yeah, it's probably not sleep near the church.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just saying, you murder essentially.
Yeah. It could be a vengeful father.
Yeah, actually, maybe we should get a great deal away. That's a fair point. I don't. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Although, how big does he look? Like, does it look like we could take him?
Yeah, how big was Donovich? Was he a tough-looking guy?
No, he was
Yo.
like
7'5", 350 pounds.
he's
Yeah.
just like your average looking cleric, and
Whoa.
he was unarmed, and he's just like, yeah, like you guys could easily roll over him if you really wanted to.
No, like X bouncer or anything. Awesome.
Mhm.
No.
A reformed biker.
He didn't care about you, the siren. I mean,
Oh, damn it.
Okay. Should we maybe check the tavern in town, see if they know anything? I mean, it's a shot in the dark, but see if they know anything about the seed.
I mean, if we're here,
Yeah, right. DM, did the tavern, was it just a tavern or was it also an inn?
It was just a tavern.
Okay. Well, this was you guys can take the lead now. I
Yeah,
kind
you
of
guys remember when you guys
This
were
one off.
first in Barovia that there was no specific area to like rent rooms or stay the night. You guys ended up sleeping in an alley. But you do know that there are a number of abandoned houses that you could try to break into and sleep for the night. As far as if they are truly abandoned, it's only one way to find out.
maybe this could be like the one time we try to travel through the night.
We could.
I'm with it.
So I don't think we're gonna make it back to the winery within a couple days, right? Like it's a ways off. We'll probably camp on the way there. You
No,
guys
yeah,
still going
like-
through the night?
If you guys are going to fly to the Wizards of Winery from here, that's like a 2.5 day journey by flight.
Right, yeah, let's pop by what was the tavern called? Something with red, right? Right, Red Rose Tavern or something?
Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Blood on the Vine, okay.
Correct. That's what it is.
Well, we're gonna pop by the Blood on the Vine, ask for the latest word, see if they know anything about a seed, heard anything about somebody being able to grow strange plants more than usual, and then if that is a bust, then we are going to sleep and start heading to Luna Lake.
Sounds good. You pop into the tavern, and just like it's was the first time you went in there, there's only like 3 people there. 4 if you count the bartender. Yeah. Who are you talking to? Of the patrons,
else
there's
take-
like, yeah, there's just the one table that has 3 Vistani looking women who talking to themselves, and then a bartender who's just kind of cleaning a glass.
I killed a young man today, so I'm good on talking to individuals.
It's all you, Robert.
What?
Yeah, didn't we vote Robert to be the face of the party?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, pretty sure we did.
Okay, who in here looks the dirtiest?
Probably the bartender.
I go up to the bartender
Okay.
and I'm like, first of all, how much for a beer?
No beer, just wine.
That's right.
Wine, 1 silver.
Silver.
You slide over the silver. He throws in a goblet, puts in some wine.
And like hold it up to him and I set it right back down on the bar and I don't drink any of it. So You maybe hear of anybody growing some crops around here? Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of that around, right?
It's hard growing stuff here. It's always overcast. No sunlight. Hard to grow things with no sunlight.
Exactly, right? So, like, have you heard of anybody who's miraculously found a way to get around the no sunlight?
Other than the winery, how they grow their grapes, don't know.
Which, by the way, isn't it a little fucked up that they're growing grapes instead of food for everybody?
We make do.
I mean, clearly, with a bunch of wine. What do you eat? How much have you eaten today?
Yeah, we eat wolf, grow root vegetables like potatoes, stuff like that. Everybody grows their own crops.
Your mouth moved, but I didn't hear anything. Oh yeah, Chris is frozen now in another strange pose.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah. You could turn on your mic and we could hear you. Potentially.
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
it
Oh,
is, right?
there it goes.
You got it?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
we
us
can
now?
hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not the face of the group.
Coming back to the stream with all the technical difficulties.
Damn it.
Always.
That's what happens when we miss a couple weeks.
And about the food. This guy doesn't know anything.
Okay. What
Okay.
was your question? Or exclamation? Or what was it that you were trying to say after?
I think it's a little fucked up. I think what? Okay, never mind. Thank you for the wine. And I'll walk away. I leave the wine.
Got it.
Alright.
That guy doesn't know anything.
Well,
He says they grow potatoes, so Also, they don't seem to mind not having
Yeah,
food. Like they're cool
I
with the
got you.
wine.
they eat wolves.
Yeah, that's what he said, which is fucking weird. Like, why would you want to like hunt down and trap wolves when you could just grow regular food?
Sport.
Well, yeah, but like I don't hunt wolves for food. Sport and food hunting, I feel like, are different.
What's the coolest animal you've ever eaten?
I don't eat.
Oh yeah.
I just, I think if I did eat, I would want to eat something better than wolf.
Vegetables.
Yeah. I'm a seed man myself.
What are you murmuring over there, Jonathan?
Oh, I was just taking a blow by blow what they were talking about, trying to read lips.
Well, did we want to travel and then rest, or did we want to rest and then travel?
Travel and rest,
I'll
right?
travel and rest.
I don't like that dude.
That's right.
After we just
Get on,
took out his
get on our
son.
way.
Okay. Oh, but we need a short rest anyway for Falco here to be able to fly again, right?
Yeah, we could short rest in the bar.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll drink that wine that Robert just left.
Okay, you snatch it up. And give it a
I can
drink.
I can short rest in wolf form.
I don't have any money, so I have to just scrounge.
Well,
for
it's
table
already been
scraps.
paid for. You just
Exactly.
took it.
Oh, I got 5 gold. Sweet.
But you drink the wine and it's all right. It's nothing special.
Is it the same wine that they had at the Wizard, like those bottles in the Wizard's winery?
Of their lowest form, yeah. Like it's
Ah,
just like
okay.
their plain old. I think it was like the Grape Mash number 3.
Okay.
It's just basic generic wine.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take a short rest.
Cool. You spend 30 minutes to an hour just chilling in a bar, drinking. after
I
kind of
listen in on those old ladies in the meantime while we're just waiting. Besides
you
the dog.
can they don't really like talk all that much. Um Occasionally they'll like kind of like lean and whisper at each other, but um give me a perception check and see if you can saunter in.
Okay. That's going to be a 26.
26. Anytime that they whisper at each other, they might make a couple like questions or like comments about um, you guys, like look at that one over there, see what he's wearing, yada yada. But other than that, they're not really being. They're just gossiping, you know.
They compliments about my outfit.
Shit.
It's very important.
This is
Give a
sweet
dirty
cake.
look from across the bar.
That the robot is so well dressed.
He is our back. It seems like it's trying too hard.
Seems like he's trying too hard. That's great. Okay, by the time we finish our short rest, about what time is it?
You guys got there fairly late after your murdering spree. I'd say it's already nightfall, so I'd say it's about like 7 or 8.
How long we planning to travel just until like we're a good ways out of town?
Yeah, I would say like 4 hours of flight, yeah, as long as I can fly, and then touch down and probably just camp in the woods.
Cool. Cool.
With that amount of time, you might be able to get, if you wanted to, you could probably make it back to the Vistani camp with time to spare to take a long rest.
Sweet.
If that's what you
Okay,
want to do.
as well.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, and find this a relatively safe spot.
Got it. So yeah, you go ahead, you take off into the night, and you manage to make it to the Vistani camp. It's probably like 2, 3 in the morning by this point. But you go ahead, take your long rest, whether inside the camp or outside the camp. It's up to you. Don't care. And so next morning, you've all decided that you're just going to make a beeline to the winery, correct?
No, to the Luna Lake.
Oh, to Luna Lake.
Yeah, where there appears to be a ruin of some kind just above or just across the bridge.
Are you going to approach it from the front of the bridge or behind the bridge?
Well, we're coming from the east.
So are you like traveling over the bridge into the area?
Well, what do you guys think?
You said what lake is Lake Zarchov
No,
or whatever?
Luna Lake. It's in the southwest.
Southwest.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it'd be like right here.
Yeah. I would probably say south, right? Because that's where we're coming from.
Yeah, we're coming from the east. So we could either land before the bridge, cross the bridge, and then see what's going on, or we could just fly as close as we can.
I'd probably just fly as close as we can.
Sounds good to me.
You know, using my eagle vision, obviously, to keep
So you're gonna
keep an
do
eye
like
out. But
a flyby over it just to see it.
probably.
Got it.
I'm pretty
Okay.
cautious guy.
Either way, that journey is going to be 2 days.
2 days. Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
So first spell is going to be obviously 3 stops. As far as your resting point for the first day, where were you thinking? Where's your halfway point?
Um.
I'd say
Uh.
from where you guys are leaving from there, it'll probably be that lake that's like right at the foot of Mount Gakis.
Yeah. I was thinking like the
Yeah.
tip of that
Okay.
lake. Take a long rest there.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And every day I would be casting water breathe on the group. I feel like we're going to be going underwater at some point.
All right. Well, it's a long
Oh,
journey ahead, and so now it's
you guys see this on the map? I just saw this for the first time. Never you saw it. West of Mount Gakis. If you go like directly west from the words Mount Gakis, there's like a little what looks like a cave.
Oh yeah, like right into the woods.
Oh,
No, like yeah, like right above the woods. There's like
right
a
here.
it's like sort of melded into the topography lines.
Oh yeah, look at that. There definitely is something there,
I
isn't
can't
there?
see it, but I believe you.
Should we check that out first?
If we're here.
Probably. There's also like that little lake down. There's a lot of places that just aren't named on the map that we haven't
I
got
don't
to.
see it.
Like maybe we
Uh,
should.
You see the words Mount Gakis, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Go west
Yeah.
of that, and you'll see like
Mhm.
it's like I said, it's sort of blended in with the topography lines.
Oh, okay.
Here, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in the Discord right now.
Okay, I got
Nice.
you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, right
Sure,
there.
why not? Oh shit! You know what I could do when we take a rest? I would just cast commune with nature and ask the spirits about it.
The you talking about the long rest at the tip of that lake?
Yeah, I get 3 miles.
3, 4. That's 1 mile. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 miles. Okay, yeah, it's within 3 miles.
So yeah, so I would ask if there's any Faithy undead. I would ask about the topography of like the cave, and if there's anything. Hold on, what's not a good question I
This
can
makes me
ask?
want to like scour this whole fucking map.
No, right. Yeah, and I guess I would ask about prevalent plants, minerals, and animals. See if there's the seed is there.
When you do your things, as far as like, what was your 2 other questions other than the seed?
About that cave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I would also ask about any fae fiends or undead.
As far as phase fiends or undead in that area or in your surrounding area, nothing comes up. As far as the cave, like what exactly did you want to know about the cave?
I want to know if there's anything dangerous or powerful living inside of it. And I want to know if there are uh, if there's anything valuable on the inside.
Okay, so as far as the questions that you can ask for it, they can relate to terrains and bodies of water. So as far as the cave, it's the mountainous area. Prevalent plants,
Mhm.
minerals, animals, or peoples. There, you don't get any sense of people. Animals, you get the prevalence of like the standard wildlife of the area. Minerals, probably
Mhm.
like standard like irons and coppers and stuff like that. Um, any
Gotcha.
plants, just grass and stuff like that. Any powerful celestials, phase fiends, elementals, or undead. Um, for now, you don't detect anything. And then influences from unknown planes of existence, you don't get any dings on that. And as far as buildings, you do get the hint of man-made structures inside the cave.
Oh. Okay, that's interesting.
Hmm.
I react just like that. Oh, that's interesting. And I let you guys know. It seems pretty abandoned, but there are man-made structures inside that cave.
Hmm. Do you think it's worth a check? A check?
At this point,
It could be anywhere.
why not?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Well,
it's on the way. So
yeah, we can check it out. Why not?
So
We
did you
just
want
gotta.
to head there first, or did you want to do the bridge first?
I think it's a little bit closer, so we can head there first.
Okay,
Just like
yeah.
marginally closer.
got it. All right. So then you guys can go ahead. So you guys already made your halfway point. You guys leap up and make the rest of your journey. So you make a beeline straight towards it, right?
Essentially, yeah.
hmm
Okay. So you're flying over the area. You crest over because I'm assuming you're kind of coming up from behind. So you crest over the mountain range. You swoop down. You see that there's a big flat area, and you do see like a portion of this mountain face has been carved out. And you make a landing just outside of it. Um, so you approach this kind of grand structure, and so the road fades away under a covering of snow. But it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure. Its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the two innermost statues is a 20-foot archway with a staircase leading down.
You say these statues are 20 feet?
Yeah, 20 feet tall and made out of amber.
Solid amber?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't amber like fossilized tree sap?
Pretty much, yeah.
A big ass fucking tree. Cool. This is very interesting. Am I able to tell what kind
Mhm.
of temple this is? Like just using my religious knowledge.
Yeah. Give me a religion check.
Okay, I guide myself, of course. Not bad. 17 plus 1, so 18.
18. You look over it and you try to find any pieces of iconography to get a hint as far as what this might be a temple to, but nothing comes to mind. Yeah.
Interesting. Definitely worth a visit, right?
Could be anything in there.
Mhm.
Could even be
Yes.
a seed.
Definitely could be a seed.
Yeah, it feels very seed-esque. Um,
That's where they got the big ass
yeah, I
trees for the
didn't get
amber.
a ping
Ah.
from a seed using commune with nature, but
Oh yeah.
uh,
If we're within 1,000 feet, let me go ahead and use locate object.
What are you asking for when you do locate object? Because it's
I'm asked.
definitely not actually a seed.
Yeah, that's
It's like
fair.
a gem.
Uh, I'm asking. Like we have them. We have 2 of them. So I'm just essentially like that. More of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there more of that around?
You go ahead and do your locate object. Nothing pings.
Nothing pings. Hmm. Well, it's not within 1,000 feet of our current location, so maybe we should head inside and see what we find.
Yeah, it could be like a mile deep.
sounds
We don't know.
good. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Summon Beast. Matter of fact, actually, I'm going to cast something else. I'm going to cast Where is the spell? It is giant insect. So
Don't
I'm
watch on the
going
street.
to, use some of the moths that I got from Robert,
They're dead moths,
and that's just a spell component.
Oh, I see. You just have to have a bug for it. Okay, cool.
Hmm. So and I look for some other ones, and I'm going to summon. Oh no, I guess it's transform up to them. Oh, so I have to. Yeah, they have to be alive. Never mind. Um, I guess can I do a survival check to see if I find any random bugs around? Specifically, I'm
I
looking for like giant scorpions or scorpions or uh, wasps.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna find any insects up here, just because you're in a environment that is kind of hostile. You're in a very high mountainous area that is kind of extreme cold. Um, it is snowy up here. It is
Alright.
cold, and right now you guys are exposed to cold. But for right now, it's manageable.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm really
Copy
dressed for the
that. All
cold.
right. I mean, beast it
Robert is
is.
a robot. Leek has his fur. You're made out of onyx. I'm the only, or not fur. Sorry, feathers. I know animals. Feathers are just fancy fur. All right, don't get your feathers in
Hmm.
a tuffle. Well,
Are you guys
You know,
approaching
instead
the?
of that, I'm going to just pass out traits instead.
Got it. Okay. Are you guys approaching the entrance to this temple?
yeah, I reckon we're heading inside.
All right. So as you guys press up towards the opening of this place, as you get up to it, you feel a draft come through the entrance, and it is bone chillingly cold.
Oh, God damn it.
Enough to make you realize that if you enter into this place without proper warm clothing or a way to keep yourselves warm, that you might suffer effects of extreme cold.
Good thing I know a really good tailor who could make us some stuff.
Hold on here. Don't I have anything that can keep
I
me
can
warm?
I can scout it out first. I don't give a fuck when it's cold.
Does anyone have any spells that can like create a flame of some kind?
I can, but create bonfire's concentration. I just cast a pass out trace.
Do I have any? I'm probably just using like Breath of the Wild logic, but if I have a torch, would that help me?
I was just thinking, like, the sun sword makes daylight. Is it warm?
It would be daylight, but it's not like sunlight, or like it's not like you don't get the radiation effects of sunlight that
Yeah.
produces heat. Um, as far as a torch, I mean, it might give you a little bit of warmth, but not enough to keep you like your entire body warm. Well, keep your hands warm.
I have vestments and common clothing.
It's gonna
Can I
double
just,
up.
yeah, can I just layer up? Robert, give me your clothes. Let me have extra clothes.
No! What?
You don't.
Do you know how much money I spent on these?
You're a robot. You
Well,
don't
you
need
know what?
clothes.
I do need clothes.
While you guys are arguing about clothes, I'm gonna cast augury. Just roll my dice.
Go ahead.
Uh, going into this cave as we are, is it will we get good results or bad results?
You roll your dice and you get bad results.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go in here half cocked.
If Robert
That's
would
that-
give me his clothes.
I was gonna put a good word in with my tailor for you, but now I don't know.
Well, how
I mean,
how much does your tailor cost?
more than you got.
Yeah, that's just give me your your top. I think you're much larger than I am, so I could
Get
wrap it
away
around.
from me! What are you doing?
That's cold. You're a robot.
You're a robot.
I feel like you're coming off a little racist right now, man. You need to like take a step back.
I don't think. I think it's more like
I
logical.
feel cold, Carabar. I am also cold. Did you ever think about that?
Falco, are you cold?
You know, I can deal.
Could you give me your clothes?
This is why Arena hid from you, man.
It's
I
part
take
of
my
the
cloak
ritual.
off.
It's
Yeah,
part of the
she'll
my-
come around.
yeah.
cloak
It's
and
part
just
of the
throw it at
elaborate
you.
dance. You throw your what at me?
My cloak.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah. Got a
We
cloak.
should have been collecting up all those random kids' clothes that we found. And we just
Totally.
kept finding clothes just
Oh,
stashed
that's
around.
right. Yeah.
We should have been collecting those.
Totally should have been collecting them. With Falco's cloak, does that help me at all?
You go up to the entrance and kind of stand there for a second as the like breeze kind of like washes over you. It helps, but not a lot.
Hmm.
If you had to put a temperature to it, it's like about -10 degrees coming out of that.
Mighty cold.
Yeah, mighty cold.
How about this? I'll go scout it out, check it out, and if I see something interesting, I'll come back, and if not, we'll know.
How do I not have any fire spells? Oh, wait, here we go. It creates no heat. Goddamn.
We good?
Yeah. Go, I'm just looking at the spells.
You are a free
Alright,
man,
cool.
Falco. You can do what you
And
want.
I hit the ground and break down into sand and come back as an ice spider.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
All right. Alrighty.
And I
So,
still have pass out trace up. So
are you going in stealth?
I'm going in stealth. Yeah.
Got it. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
All right. Give me a second to put ice spider. All right. They have plus that. All right, cool. Okay. 12 plus 7. That's gonna be 19 plus 10, so 29.
29. All right. So yeah, you go in there, quiet like a spider. As you descend the stairs, you see that there's a fissure that's kind of in the area. A natural fissure has opened in the mountainside west of the temple's facade, creating a gap 2 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and 15 feet deep. You see light coming from a room beyond, and you hear human voices there as well.
Do these voices sound like?
Never mind. That's from a different area.
Oh.
Disregard.
All right. Okay.
Next. Here we go. Icy steps descend 10 feet in to a time-ravaged hallway with arrow slits in the walls. Beyond the hall lies a vast sepulchral darkness. It's very
Sepulcher?
dark. It's sepulchral.
Oh.
Sep-
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
And I'm climbing on the ceiling, obviously,
Yeah.
just spider style.
But it enters into here. So you enter into the next room, and it's a 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with shattered railing overlooks a vast temple. Black marble staircases at each end of the balcony descend 30 feet to the temple floor. Vaulted ceilings is 30 feet above the balcony. The walls and ceiling are covered in an amber glaze, lending the gloom of a golden sheen. A set of amber doors stands closed at the west end of the balcony. A similar pair stands open to the east. So this is a massive room that you entered into. Staircases. So right now you're on top of like basically the second floor. And then you're overlooking a balcony into a large room, 2 staircases going down to your left and right. And you see a pair of giant doors to the left and right on the first floor.
Okay, and the stairs lead to these doors, or
Yeah, basically
separate?
so if you want to think about like the walls on the left and right have doors, the stairs to your left and right descend to it and stop like right onto the sides of the doors, but they also enter into the open area of the first floor.
Yeah, I think I would pick the left door and just kind of listen on the outside. I'm not going to try to open anything, but I'm going to just try to like listen to the on the outside and see if I like hear anything shuffling or moving on the other side of it.
On
And
the
is it
left side,
still crazy cold, or has it gotten colder as I've gone down?
it's gotten a bit colder as you've gone down, but not by much. But with your ice spider form, it kind of negates that. So you don't really feel the harsh effects of it, but you can kind of understand like if anyone else that doesn't have any cold weather gear on them or any sort of magical protection from cold or some sort of way to heat them up can suffer devastating effects from being in a cold for long
Gotcha.
periods of time.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you said you go into the left door?
Yeah, just to listen in.
You put your what would consider a spider's ear against the door. But you or give me a perception check.
All right. 19.
19. Yeah. You feel like you're hearing pretty well or sensing whatever's on the other side, but you don't hear anything.
Okay, cool. And then I would kind of roll my way over to the other side
That's it.
to listen to the other door.
Sure.
Because I'm not trying to like, do stuff. I definitely just want to get a lay of the
Just
land.
scouting, yeah. As you cross the open area of this, you get a closer look of one of the more interesting features of this room. X5A. So on the first floor, and you kind of saw this while you're up in the second floor balcony as well, but now that you're on the first floor and kind of up more close to it as you're crossing the room, you see a 40-foot tall statue carved out of granite. Depicts a faceless person. At the base of the statue, oh, yeah, nothing there. But yeah, it's just a giant 40-foot tall statue depicting a faceless person.
And these look similar to the ones on the outside too, right?
Kind of, yes.
Just way bigger.
Just way bigger, yeah.
Okay.
So you can kind of tell like this, obviously, because this is the only one in here, this one's more of an important figure.
And this whole room is pitch black, right?
Actually, that's a good question. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that describes the area as like super dark. It's just probably like mostly dim light, probably. It doesn't say anything about any torches or anything like providing light. So, I'd say it's not pitch black, but it's not, brightly lit either.
Okay. Yeah.
I think with
I'll
the everything being like super shiny, it's probably reflecting a lot of like ambient light. So,
Gotcha. Mummy Return style.
yeah. Anyways, as
Whatever.
you scroll
Yeah.
across the room, you get up to the other door.
Put my little mandibles against that one.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
That's only a 15.
15. As far as you can tell, you hear no sounds.
Okay. And there was no other path forward besides these two doors.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a couple of balconies that are higher up, like to the left and right of the giant statue. Um, you can kind of make out some doors that are up over there. But other than that, those are the only two major entrances on this floor.
Oh yeah, I'll probably scurry on up there and do the same thing. If assuming they're closed, I would try to listen on the outside.
The ones on the left are closed. There's two doors on the left balcony. The left balcony also is partially collapsed. But with you being a spider, you can easily climb up there. The one on the right is fully intact, but though both doors that you can see as you kind of make yourself closer are open, wide open.
Okay. Yeah, I would very cautiously kind of like listening as much as I can, trying to walk up in there. So you said they're on the right. So this is kind of like parallel to those big doors on the downstairs, just like higher up,
Yes. So like
or
the
perpendicular.
kind of, yeah. So so you've had if you're just looking at the 40-foot statue up like how like about, I guess we're the same height where the balcony you came in on behind you. There's two balconies and the statue is kind of like in between those two balconies. So they don't connect. They're just like their own balconies. The left one is partially collapsed. So there's only like half a balcony there. The other one's fully intact. The doors that you see on the left that go onto the balcony are closed. The ones on the two on the right are open.
Can I make some sort of check to see if I see any like footprints or anything else that would indicate that like people or creatures have been like, is this like something's nest or is this like long abandoned kind of situation?
Yeah, give me a perception.
All right. It's gonna be 13.
13. I mean, as you're looking around this from what you can tell in the immediate area, you can tell that this place is old, very old. That like no one's been in here for a while, but it's not incredibly dusty, like things haven't disturbed this area in long times. You might see like things that like sweep marks of doorways and stuff like that to show that there was recent activity.
Okay.
But you just can't dictate like how soon, how recent.
Okay, gotcha. But definitely not like 100 years ago or 50
No,
years ago
yeah,
or whatever.
it's like it's like somewhat recent, but you don't know whether it was like an hour ago or a week ago.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's definitely still very significant. Okay, cool. And are these like human-sized doorways, or are they like like
The
a
two
giant could walk through
the
kind of thing?
two bottom doorways, they're massive. They're kind of like
Mm,
grandiose, entryways. The doorways up top on the balconies that you're looking at, they're more human sized, but they're still like double doors.
okay. Can I try to peer into this little hole for these doors?
For the ones on the right or on the
Yeah, the
bottom
one on the
ones.
right, the ones that are open,
Okay, so
the ones that are open on the balcony.
you just kind of want to peer inside of them.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, so there's of the two doorways, there's one basically going north and one going east. Which one did you want to go to it first?
The one in the north, they were open, weren't they?
Yeah, both north and east are open. So just which one did you want to peer
Oh,
in
okay.
first?
Uh, I'm from the north, so I'll go north.
Okay. So, okay, so yeah, there's nothing there. But as far as a brief description of the balconies, like this black marble balcony, 30 feet above the floor, overhangs the north east corner of the temple. The two amber doors leading from this balcony stayed open. Um, so if as far as the one going north, that's X12. So you kind of peek into the area, and from what you see, this bare stone room consists of a foyer to the west and a shrine to the east. 4 candlesticks lie on the dusty floor of the foyer. In the shrine, fragments of a shattered obsidian statue are scattered in a raised alcove at the eastern end of the chamber. And then 2 pairs of empty alcoves line the north and south walls of the shrine. So it's basically a shrine room that's kind of messed up.
Hmm. And no entrances or exits in this room. Just kind of
None that you see of in the doorway.
okay. Mm, okay, I'll probably go check the other one.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of scouting, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. We
Probably
can't. I
go
mean, when
to
these guys could probably go in there, but I can't go in there.
So
Why are you
you
convinced you can go in there?
Processor would run better. If anything, you'd get smarter.
You guys are racist.
because you are obviously doing the stealth, and I'm just going to use your original 29 for your current thing here. The walls and ceilings in the eastern portion of this bare stone room have collapsed. To the west and south are open amber doors. In the center of this room is a 10-foot 10-foot tall statue of a jackal-headed warrior made of cracked amber, and it is moving. Like it's patrolling.
is a statue.
Yes. It hasn't seen you because you're being stealth, but you don't know whether it's friend or foe, but by the way it's patrolling, you can kind of tell if it saw you, it'd probably be no bueno.
Karabar is not here, so I don't have to hide it. Can I try to make some sort of religion check just to see if it seems, because when I think jackal, I think animals. Falco has at least a passing connection to like animals and spirits and things like that.
Got it. Go ahead and do a relation check.
All right. That's gonna be a 6. Why did I roll regular? Sorry. uh, ooh, that's way worse. That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oof.
You can't make any connections whatsoever.
All right. Okay. How big is it?
It's 10 foot.
10 foot. Okay.
Yeah, 10-foot statue,
Um,
mobile statue.
does it look? Does it look like it's just like making circles in the same place, or is it like
Yeah,
roving the whole area?
it seems to be just like kind of sticking to this room, but it seems to be like just mostly like being still, but every now and then it'll like shift and look around and kind of like maybe take a step here or two, but it seems to be just like in this area.
A Metal Gear Solid guard.
More or less. What was that noise?
Okay. Yeah, I think I've gotten as much information as I dare to get. Falco's not one to venture too far, especially if there's danger afoot. So I think I'm going to head back and report back to the group.
Got it. Easily done. The path is straightforward. You head back to the group.
I stay in spider form because it's very valuable to do that, and I report back individually. Just say it's a temple, very, very, very big on the inside, giant statues, and some of them are alive and patrolling.
Hmm.
So clearly something crazy in there, but I don't know exactly what.
Get some warm clothes and come back.
While I'm waiting, I take a short rest, just if I can. I don't know how long you guys are going to take, but
It depends on what you guys are doing. If you guys are going to sit and debate
Yeah.
for an hour, then yeah, you can take a short rest.
Well, I think if we're gonna continue on, he has to take a short rest anyway. So that we
Yeah,
can
'cause he
fly.
needs another.
Mhm.
Yep.
Right. So we can
I
short
don't have
rest.
any more wall shapes.
But yeah, I need warmer clothes. I will give Falco back his cloak and say thank you. And say, yeah,
Put it on top of the spider.
yeah. We definitely need well, I need warmer clothes. Uh Robert could definitely be fine. And obviously we just saw that Falco can transform into a creature that can withstand the cold. Leek, how are you feeling?
Be cold. I'm not a snow owl.
Okay. Yeah,
Regular old owl.
okay. That makes sense.
Sorry, I can only hear Zach and Dan. What did you say?
You can't hear Chris?
No, or Megan.
Hello? Check, check.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh-oh.
It's weird.
Have you not been able to hear Chris and Megan this whole time? No?
Not in silence.
Why are you just saying something now?
I did say something. I was like, I can't hear you guys.
Did you?
And then I realized you could hear. I'm like, well, I guess this is good enough. At least half the group can hear.
Roll a whole session like
And I was doing a
this.
whole scout mission, so it kind of didn't matter.
Well, we got to sort that out at some point, but it's getting close to the end of the sesh.
Yeah. So we can
Yeah, I
say,
kind of
well,
figured out let's spill the beans.
They're laughing at your joke.
all right. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and put a pin in it here. You guys are kind of outside the temple. When we pick up, I guess you guys are going to go to your other point of interest.
Yep. Other
Uh,
POI.
and then we'll go ahead
Let's circle
and
back to those guys.
yeah, and then I guess they will properly prepare to enter in this very, very cold temple to someone. But as always, thank you everybody who came out and watched. Be sure to give us a follow so that way you know whenever we're streaming. Check out our YouTube channel for all our other D&D content if you need to catch up or just want to watch our stuff. Be sure to give us a follow on our Twitter at CBOG for any news and updates about our scheduling or other things. I know we probably haven't updated in a while, but we'll get to it. And I think that's it. Yeah. Um, so yeah, so everyone, once again, thank you for watching. And be sure to tune in to us this weekend for our normal weekend scheduling. Depending on life and work and stuff like that, it may be a 3-man, maybe a 2-man, but with certain life updates, things might change. But stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and we will catch you next time.